How's it going today? I'm going to go over the updated Sematary Iceberg as of late 2022. This is the most recent one that I could find, and it was posted by user Gone Forever. I thought it would be a good time to make an updated Sematary Haunted Mound Iceberg since Sematary's new album Butcher House just dropped. Before I start, I want to say if I missed anything, let me know in the comments, or if there's something that I got wrong, let me know as well. I want to give a big thank you to user Drained Loser for their post on some of the later tiers. It gave me some of the information I needed. All the artists from the Haunted Mound and the people who helped are tagged in the description. Leave a like and subscribe, and let's just jump right into the first layer. Starting with Sematary. Sematary is a 22-year-old witch house and trap artist from California. He has other aliases such as DJ Sorrow and Graveman. One thing that I want to talk about before we get further is, while I will be talking about some pretty unknown things about Sematary and the Haunted Mound, I'm keeping personal details out of this. I could have gave more information like his real name or the day he was born. I'm choosing not to though because they like to keep their lives private, and for the most part the community's pretty good about respecting that. Now let's just move on. Ghost Mountain and Sematary were friends in high school. They worked together a lot in the first years of making music, and he was the co-founder of the group Haunted Mound, which I'm going to talk about next. He's now quit music to pursue a degree and just have a normal life by going to college. Haunted Mound is a collective and label created by artists Sematary and Ghost Mountain in 2019. Sematary is the leader of the Haunted Mound label since Ghost Mountain stepped back, and he's the most active and notable member as well. I'll talk about the newer members in a few. Bunny Suit. Look around in my bunny suit. Bunny Suit is the third track on the album Rainbow Bridge. It has over 3 million plays on Spotify, and it's Sematary's most listened to song. It features Ghost Mountain as well as a music video, which Sematary's taken off of his YouTube, but it's re-uploaded on others. Worlds of Fuck. This could be argued as Sematary and Ghost Mountain's most successful song, except for the fact that it can't be uploaded on Spotify because of copyright. The sample that's used is When You Sleep by My Bloody Valentine. Buckshot. Buckshot was the first artist signed to the Haunted Mound on December 20th, 2022. He was working with the group much earlier than that though. Oscar 18. He was not on this iceberg, but I think it's important to include him. He was signed to the Haunted Mound on February 12th, 2021, and he was the first producer signed to the Haunted Mound. He mostly produced Buckshot's tracks, and he produced 9 out of 11 songs from Buckshot's album Burning Barn. And he also produced some on Sematary's album Screaming Forest. Turnabout. Turnabout joined the Haunted Mound on November 14th, 2021. He's a rapper from Utah, and he made his debut with the track My Reaper. He has since made the album Cutter Lane, which is honestly one of my favorite albums from the group. Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse is Sematary's second most listened to song on Spotify, and it's the first song on the Rainbow Bridge album. Truey Jeans. As of January 2023, Creepin' Through the Woods has more plays than Truey Jeans, but this was the most popular song on Rainbow Bridge 3 at the time the iceberg was made. Hackle. He was signed to the Haunted Mound February 16, 2021, which was only 4 days after Turnabout. He became friends with Sematary after talking to him over Insta, and Hackle shot videos for Sematary. He had never made music before and was inexperienced. Sematary helped him along the way, and he made his rap debut on Sematary's track Redwood. Since then, he's dropped his first mixtape, Gunsmith. Now we're at the second layer of the iceberg, starting with the Rainbow Bridge trilogy. These are Sematary's most popular and well-known albums. The first Rainbow Bridge mixtape released November 8th, 2019. The second album, titled Rainbow Bridge 2, released on March 20th, 2022. The final album, Rainbow Bridge 3, was released April 30th, 2021. This album contains a much more distorted and black metal sound. Pain. Pain was the fourth song on the Rainbow Bridge mixtape. It's been deleted from SoundCloud, Spotify, and his website. The main reason the song was removed was due to the fact that it sounded nothing like Sematary's other music, but since it was the song that was blowing up, he didn't want to be known for that sound of music. It could also be argued that him and Ghost Mountain's falling out was partially a reason as well. Screaming Forest. Screaming Forest is Sematary's second most recent album, releasing with 10 tracks on October 29, 2021. This album has more of a trap, rap, and witch house feel than the previous album, Rainbow Bridge 3. Affliction. This is referring to the clothing brand Sematary is often wearing, and he has a line in the song Toolbox that goes like this. True Religion. This is easily the most mentioned and worn brand by Sematary. In every Rainbow Bridge album cover, Sematary is wearing True Religion. Sematary loves this brand so much, and it comes from his biggest inspiration in music, Chief Keef. Cutter Lane. This is Turnabout's full first mixtape. It features 10 tracks and was released on June 10th, 2022. It's one of my favorite albums from the Haunted Mound. Burning Barn. This is Buckshot's first album. It was released on the 25th of February, 2022 with 11 tracks.
DJ Sorrow.
DJ Sorrow is Sematary's alias and the name he goes under when he produces some of his songs. Bleed a River. This song was the first single Sematary released in 2022. It got pretty popular and is currently his number 4 most popular song on Spotify. My Reaper. This song was released in 2021. It's a single from Turnabout with a feature from Sematary, and it was the first song that Turnabout got some real attention for. Straw Man. This song was released in 2021, and it's a single from Buckshot with a feature with Sematary. This song and Over the Hills are Buck's first popular songs. Peterbilt.
Rolling around the way, I'm in my Peterbilt. Drive 100 miles past the landfill.
As you can see, there's a trend with this layer. This song was released in 2021 and it's a single from Hackle with a feature from Sematary. This song was the first song that got popular for Hackle as well. Snuffer. On Halloween 2021, Sematary announced Snuffer as a new member of the Haunted Mound. He's a producer from Wales. While he helps to produce music for the Haunted Mound, he also makes his own music. Treehouse. This was released in 2021 and is a single by Buckshot. It's also produced by Oscar 18. Dumbo. This song is a single that Hackle released in 2022. It was the only song other than Peterbilt that he released before his mixtape. Sematary, Are You a Drainer? This is referring to a clip from Sematary's Instagram Live. Here, I'll just play the clip.
Sematary, are you drainer? Shut the fuck up.
Now we've made it to the third layer of the iceberg. 100 Acre Wrist. This layer specifically focuses on Sematary's older work, starting with the second collaboration album Sematary and Ghost Mountain made together. It has 10 tracks and it's some of their best work, honestly. It was released in 2020 and it has more of a witch house sound. Warboy. This is Sematary's most hidden mixtape as of now. The reason for this being, he deleted it off every platform, including his own Bandcamp and SoundCloud. It's re-uploaded by other people on SoundCloud. The reason it was deleted was the fact that Sematary was in a bad mental state when he made the album, and he just took it down because it reminded him of that time. Grave House. This 12-track mixtape is Sematary and Ghost Mountain's first release, debuting on August 16, 2019, with 2 singles beforehand, which were New Rocks and Fury Road. This is the best work that Sematary and Ghost Mountain have put out. Ghost Mountain's verses with Sematary's mixing, and most of Sematary's verses as well, are just amazing. The Wagoner. This is one of Ghost Mountain's only singles. It was released on January 30th, 2020, and includes a feature from Sematary. This is personally in my top 3 songs from the Haunted Mound. 9 Scarecrows. This was a single by Sematary with a feature from Illusion, who is the only female artist Sematary has ever collabed with. This song has a really unique sound, and it's one of Sematary's best singles. I Hate Myself.
4 a.m. talking in my sleep. Can't escape it now. We gonna eat your dreams.
This was a single released on September 28, 2019, just a few days before Rainbow Bridge 1. Cop Killer.
Get my racks up, no snub my nose, but I got a bunch of pigskins rotting in my fucking trunk.
This single was released on March 31st, 2020. Again, it's a Sematary song with a feature from Ghost Mountain. You can still find it on YouTube now. 1312.
The government, I still keep some hoes. 12 trying to press me in civilian clothes. Stupid cocker boy, you gon' get my pissed off.
This single was released January 4th, 2022 by Sematary, and it features Juju. And this is one of Sematary's best singles for sure. Coil. This is one of the only solo songs Ghost Mountain ever recorded, and the only one he ever posted on anything. It was a single released on October 18, 2019, and was supposed to be the start of an album, Flowers. This song was a throwaway that would have been on Rainbow Bridge 2. It's honestly a really good song. It got scrapped because it didn't fit the theme of the album. Toy Barn.
I'm coughing in that coffin. Catch you looking at me funny. We don't like no fucking body. Pull up to the Walmart. Pull up to McDonald's.
Sematary released this single on November 21st, 2019, following the release of Rainbow Bridge 1. Disorder cover. On March 14, 2019, Sematary released a cover of the song Disorder by Joy Division. Oh Harvest Moon. This was a single by Sematary and produced by Grimoire. It was released on November 2nd, 2021. Toolbox Remaster.
I keep some big knives in my toolbox, in the fork. You owe me my chains.
This track is now deleted from everything, but it was originally released in 2022 and it was a remaster of the song Toolbox, 100 Acre Wrist Instrumentals. On July 31st, 2020, the 100 Acre Wrist Instrumentals was released. It's just how it sounds. It was an instrumental-only version of the album, and it's now removed, but you can still find it on YouTube. Silhouette by Illusion. The reason this track by Illusion is on this Iceberg is because the song Silhouette is produced by Sematary. You can really see his influence on this song, and it's honestly really great. Fall by Juju. Track from Juju, and just like the last, this is also produced by Sematary. We've made it to the 4th layer of the iceberg now. Your face in the window.
Just give me one last hit. Check on me when you come down. My room feels so alone now.
This track was released under the SoundCloud name Mark, which I'll talk about later. There's a whole nother entry later down in the iceberg. It was released on December 26, 2018, and it's Ghost Mountain's first publicly released song, even if it wasn't under the name Ghost Mountain. Slick Killa. This was the old name of Haunted Mound member Snuffer. Solvent Abuse. This was Buckshot's old name before he joined the Haunted Mound. I thought I'd wait till here to mention it as well. Earlier I said the song Flowers was leaked. Buck was actually the one who leaked it. 2.0 in. To keep it short, he scammed people by selling them Haunted Mound Herald chains. Sematary gave him 2 chains, actually, but he claimed to have 4 and scammed a few people. He also just shit-talked Sematary and the Haunted Mound and just had a bad relationship at the end. OG Gravehouse cover. All I can do for this one is just show you the album cover. Viper Sematary. The rapper Viper made a song about Sematary titled, yes, this is the real title of the song. Someone submitted this as a Sematary diss, but nah, I'm cool with Sematary. You can go watch it on YouTube. Burlapper. This is Hackle's old name. Silencer. This track was released on January 22nd, 2020. It's by Sematary and it features Ghost Mountain. /Pow Radio Show. Ghost Mountain Sematary used to create these DJ mixes and post them on YouTube. This is the only disturbing thing on the iceberg, so if you don't want to hear this, just skip ahead 30 seconds. Nevada Tan. This is a reference to the song Nevada by Sematary and Ghost Mountain, which is a reference to the real-life killings of Nevada Tan, a Japanese girl that killed a classmate with a box cutter. She's wearing a crew neck that says Nevada on it. JJ Valhalla kicked from Haunted Mound. Going back to the guy 2.0, he leaked DMs between him and JJ Valhalla that mentioned some of Sematary's behavior, which led to JJ being kicked out of the Haunted Mound the next day. JJ also had abuse claims come out after this, so that might have played a part as well. One Team Beef. Sematary has beef with One Team since they have association with Sam Hyde, who's an alt-right comedian. There's a few examples of them going back and forth all over social media. My Teddy. This track was released on May 20th, 2020 through a DJ mix Sematary made. It's a bit slower than all of his other songs. My Shadow. This track was released April 25th, 2020 by Sematary, and it's actually still up on the Haunted Mound YouTube. And the caption reads, "Rip Gucci Mane." Pretty by Juju.
Faceless, no restless, I can see it all play at
Just like earlier, this is a song Sematary produced for Juju. This song released on September 30th, 2019, which is just a little over a month after Grave House released. Candy Bar Incident. This is easily one of the funniest clips of Sematary on Instagram Live. I'll just play the clip.
Hey, what's your favorite cartoon, bro?
Tom and Jerry or Gravity Falls. How about you?
Facts. What's your favorite candy bar?
I don't give a fuck about candy bars.
On God.
What's y'all people on?
Now we're on to the 5th layer of the iceberg. I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no idea how to say this name, but this was Turnabout's old name. Skinwalker OG. There's an OG version of the song Skinwalker from Rainbow Bridge 2. It was featured in a DJ mix Sematary made. Hail Mary OG. This is another OG mix of a song by Sematary. This version of Hail Mary was released on November 11th, 2019. Chrome Thang. This is an instrumental remix of the Tommy Wright III song with the same name, Hollows. This song was released on June 4th, 2020, and it's another single by Sematary, which has now been removed. Slaughterhouse Acoustic. Just as it sounds, on YouTube there's an acoustic cover of Slaughterhouse. Willow's OG. This is an original mix of the song Willows from the Screaming Forest. It seems like this song was originally going to be on Rainbow Bridge 3 since it had that style of mixing and the DJ Sorrow tag. Limp Pumpo mixes. Sematary's made several DJ mixes for an artist named Limp Pumpo. He is the same guy that made physical releases of Sematary's old mixtapes. Gonnerville Gucci Mane edit.
The ice in my ear shine like a chandelier. Stepping out the phantom, don't you think I'm handsome?
Gonnerville made an edit of the song Freaky Girls by Gucci Mane. You can find it on SoundCloud and YouTube. Buck and Oscar at Young Lean interview. Back in 2019, Young Lean did an interview at Trinity College in Ireland. Buckshot posted a picture of him and Young Lean, where it was found out later that Buck and Oscar were in the video of that interview. Haunted Mound opening for Cold Heart. Hackle and Sematary opened for Cold Heart at a show in late 2021. It was their first performance. I really like Cold Heart, so it was cool to see them open for him. Lil Tracy live. Around the time of Cutter Lane's release, during the Lil Tracy show, Sematary and Hackle got brought on stage with him while he performed. The Day of the Pain mix. This is a DJ mix that Sematary made for the 4th of July in 2021. Not Like Us feature. In 2020, Sematary did features for $100, which resulted in him being on a song called Not Like Us by Angel Winter. This song is completely awful. Don't get me wrong, Sematary's verse is okay, but it's just a terrible song. After it was released, Sematary hated the song and just blocked Angel Winter. You can listen to the full song on YouTube. I'm not going to play it here just in case it gets claimed. Layer 6. These Hands feature. In the same way as Angel Winter, this was a bot feature, by Cristallo Stone this time. It was also removed after Sematary gave his opinion on the song. This song is much better than Not Like Us at least. Acid Soulja diss. On his song Modern Day Bass God, Acid Soulja dissed Sematary for having boring ass music, and then proceeds to drop one of the most played out boring bars ever. Frozen Swimming Pool. Just like Your Face in the Window, this is another song Ghost Mountain made before joining on Mound. This was released January 12th, 2019. It was made with him and some others in a group called Ewan Vani. Adam and Eve. This was an instrumental Sematary released before Rainbow Bridge 3 where he played guitar. It was later deleted. Skinwalker shirt ad. This advertisement was made for the Skinwalker t-shirts around March 2020. 6 million. This song was uploaded under Sematary's name even though it wasn't actually made by him. It was made by Swag Jesus and Johnny Bravo. It was just uploaded to the Sematary archive channel. Warboy promo video. That was the ad made to promote Warboy. Wagoner Instagram story. That was an old Instagram live story from Ghost Mountain where he played the Wagoner. Buckaroo by Rip Eternal. That was a song Sematary produced all the way back in 2017. Moving on to layer 7 now. Tender Late. This was Sematary's old producer name. There's still a back catalog of beats made, and at some point there was a Tumblr and Reddit account, but they've since both been deleted. There's some other stuff I found, like him selling clothes, and he titled it Drain Sad Boys, so at some point he actually liked Drain Gang. Stargaze69. This was Sematary's even older account on Track Train before he even used the name Tender Late. The next things that I'm going to mention are old SoundCloud accounts from Sematary and Ghost Mountain. I'll start with Ghost, WK, Rendered, 4532, Somber, Rare. I'll start by giving credit to 617 Frosty. He found this out and posted it on Reddit. If you want to know more, you should really check out his post. It's all put together nicely. Because of You Breakup Edit. This is yet another pre-Haunted Mound Ghost Mountain song, and it's under the WK account, but it's since been deleted. Pre-Haunted Mound Oscar 18 songs. This is just talking about some of the songs Oscar 18 made before joining the Haunted Mound. Now we've made it to layer 8. This is the second to last layer, however the last layer is kinda just memes, so this is truly the last unknown stuff. Ghost Mountain at Perfect Music Virtual. Ghost Mountain had a set at this virtual festival in Minecraft where he supposedly played flowers in high quality. The performance can't be found anywhere, though there are people searching for it. This user put everything into one post, which was really helpful. There's also a chance Ghost Mountain is one of these people in this picture. High C feature. High C said it was one of his worst verses, so that's probably why it got scrapped. This screenshot recently got posted on January 22nd, and Drained Loser sent it over to me. Superman. This is another SoundCloud account like the ones I mentioned in the previous tier. The reason this is lower is because it only has 8 followers. I think I'm the first person to talk about this anywhere other than Reddit. Deeper Process 00. This was an old project between Haunted Mound producer Snuffer and a frequent collaborator of his, 901 Kruger. Skulls featuring Juju. This is one of my favorite songs from Sematary, and there's a supposed old version of the song where Juju has a feature on it. Sematary giving a fan money in the Haunted Mound Discord. I'm sure you can guess what this is from the title, but it's just an example of Sematary being a genuinely nice guy. Now we've made it to layer 9. This one's just the meme one. Megadeth Birthplace. This is talking about a random Ghost Mountain tweet and Sematary's response to it. Drake House. This is a pretty funny one. It's a fan remix of the album Gravehouse, except all of Ghost Mountain's verses are replaced with Drake. I'm not gonna play any of the songs just because it would definitely get this video copyrighted if it's not already, so just go listen to it when you're done with this video. Snoobler. There was a post on the Haunted Mound subreddit making a joke announcing that Haunted Mound has a new member named Snoobler, and after that it just became a joke in the community. The final topic of the iceberg is the Hackle Insta Live incident. On Instagram Live, Hackle let a fan join his live, which he showed his Herald chain, and then after that ended up showing his ass, which got him kicked off that live, and Hackle saying he wouldn't do any more requests. That was the entire Cemetery and Haunted Mound Iceberg. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'll respond in some way. Have a good rest of your day. See ya.
Dancing in the woods, party in the trees, turn it up, that's Ghost Mountain Cemetery. We fueled by hate, let the world end. New rocks imprinted on a coffin, from a folktale long and forgotten. On a mountain, great house we bought.